Deep in the hot desert of Egypt, experts have found something that made even the toughest people feel scared. Hidden for thousands of years, strange and scary paintings inside a secret pyramid have now been seen, and they are very real. These creepy pictures are not just normal old art, they show dark acts, unknown powers, and secrets that could change everything we know about the old kings. What do these spooky paintings really mean? Why were they kept hidden for so long? Join us in this video as we reveal the shocking details. Ancient Egypt, the terrifying pyramid paintings discovered by archaeologists. Archaeologists in Egypt have said they found a tomb that is about 4,000 years old. This tomb was found close to the pyramids that stand outside of Cairo. Many people find this very amazing and exciting. Ancient Egypt is still one of the most interesting and mysterious places in the whole world. People have been studying Egypt for a very long time, but there are still so many secrets hiding under the sand. There are many strange objects and buildings that people do not fully understand even today. One very strange and old object is called the Narmer palette. This is a big piece of dark green stone. It is kept inside the Egyptian Museum in Cairo now. People think it is about 5,000 years old, which is very, very old. Many people believe it shows the moment when King Narmer joined Upper and Lower Egypt together. But no one really knows for sure if that is what it truly shows. The stone has many odd pictures and symbols on it, like a catfish, shapes that look like chisels, and other drawings. It even shows headless bodies and tied-up animals with twisted necks. There is a bull that looks like it is knocking down a city wall. On one side of the stone, Narmer wears a white crown. This crown stands for Upper Egypt. On the other side, he wears a red crown. That red crown stands for Lower Egypt. Because of this, some people say it clearly shows he ruled both lands. But experts and scholars do not all agree. Some people think it shows a real battle that really happened. Some think it is just to show royal power. Others think it might be a mix of different ideas. It also has some very violent and shocking images, like a line of headless men with their private parts on top of their heads. There are also two strange monsters with long necks in the middle. Some people say these monsters mean peace, while others say they mean chaos. Even now, nobody fully understands what this stone was trying to say to us. Another big mystery can be found in the tombs of Beni Hassan. These tombs are cut into the side of high cliffs in Middle Egypt. They were made more than 4,000 years ago. Inside one of these tombs, the tomb of Khnumhotep II, there is a painting that shows a group of people who do not look like Egyptians. They are shown wearing colorful clothes and have different hairstyles. They bring gifts to the Egyptians. Some people think these people were traitors. Some think they were prisoners. Others think they might have been future enemies or conquerors. These visitors look very different from Egyptians. Their skin colors, clothes, and weapons are not the same. They walk in a line, which looks very formal but also kind of friendly. Some people say they were friendly visitors bringing gifts. Other people think they might have been prisoners forced to come. There are other tombs nearby with more paintings. These show foreign warriors, hunters, and families. Some seem to fight with Egyptians, and others look like they are coming peacefully with animals and children. No one is sure what all these paintings really mean. They were painted to last forever, but the real message is still a big question even now. What secrets still lie hidden in other tombs and paintings that go beyond these first mysterious visitors? Let's learn more. Scrolls, marsh hunts, and lost green worlds. In 2022, a very long book of the Dead Scroll was found near the Step Pyramid of Djoser. This scroll is 52 feet long, which is very big. It was buried with a man named Ahmose. This is the first time in over 100 years that such a complete scroll has been found. Ahmose lived around 300 BC. We do not know much else about him. Someone, maybe even Ahmose himself, paid for this scroll. It is full of beautiful drawings, words, spells, and pictures of gods and monsters. The scroll was meant to help guide Ahmose's soul in the afterlife. On the scroll, his name appears over 260 times. People speculate that this could have a special meaning, but they are unsure. Perhaps he belonged to a priesthood or secret organization. A talented scribe created the scroll, and the artwork is still intact. It shows Osiris in scenes of judgment, with the monster Ammit waiting to eat souls. Even though it has been read and translated, experts think there might be hidden meanings still waiting to be discovered. We still do not really know why Ahmose had such an amazing scroll or who he really was deep inside. Additionally, Mena's tomb has a painting. It initially appears to be a straightforward image of a man hunting birds in a swamp. However, there is more to this painting than just ornamentation. More than 3,000 years ago, it was painted. The swamp water represents the beginning of creation and life. Chaos is symbolized by the departing birds. By catching them, Mena is proving that he can bring about order. This act could have been interpreted as magic, and it may have resulted in his rebirth after death. Mena is shown standing on a boat in the painting. He is accompanied by his spouse and kids. Ducks and lotus flowers are present. Some experts believe that love and fertility have deeper meanings. Others believe it had to do with power and magic. Some people see soft, gentle shapes and think there is an erotic side. It is still a mystery if it was about real life, magic, or both. In the mountains of the Tadrart Akakis in Libya, there is old rock art. These pictures were made over 14,000 years ago. The pictures show giraffes, elephants, cows, and people. The art shows that long ago, the Sahara was green, not dry and sandy like it is today. There were lakes, plants, and animals everywhere. A few of the images depict joyful people dancing. Here, scientists have discovered evidence of milk fat that dates back more than 7,500 years, indicating that people raised animals for milk. How people lived and evolved as the land changed is the key question. First, it was green. Then, it became dry and turned into a desert. We do not know exactly how people survived this big change. They left no writing, only pictures on rocks. These pictures are slowly fading because of time and people destroying them. Beyond all the famous pyramids and grand monuments we think we know so well, what hidden stories might still be waiting inside the tombs and forgotten chambers of Egypt's ancient past? Let's find out. Secrets of Perneb and the Pyramid of Unas. A new discovery close to the Great Pyramid of Giza has brought back attention to a special tomb. This is the tomb of a priest named Perneb. Even though this private tomb was first found in 1996, something inside it surprised experts in 2012. There was a painting that really shocked the people who study ancient Egypt. This painting was inside Perneb's tomb, and it was so detailed and special that it made people look at the tomb again with fresh eyes. This tomb is very old. It is about 4,300 years old. It is not far from the famous Great Pyramid. In fact, it is only about 1,000 feet away from it. The area around the Great Pyramid was a place where important people were buried. These people included priests, high officials, and even members of the royal family. So Perneb's tomb being so close to the pyramid shows that he was an important person too. The painting inside the tomb was made on fine white plaster. It did not just show normal daily life. It also showed a journey through death and then to new life again. The painting showed a trip down the Nile River and into the afterlife. In the painting, there are boats sailing to the south. There are people hunting birds in the marshes. You can also see Perneb standing proudly next to his wife and his loyal dog. These pictures were not just random. They were not just simple everyday pictures. They showed that Perneb had a high social position. They demonstrated his connection to the gods and his desire to go to the afterlife. The tomb's proximity to the Great Pyramid was not by chance, rather, it was a very special and planned arrangement. It demonstrated that individuals such as Perneb, even if they were not kings, wanted to remain near these sacred and powerful sites after they died. The paintings have faded over time, but they still tell us a great deal, hinting at ancient rituals that may seem a little enigmatic or even unsettling to us now. They reveal to us what the ancient Egyptians thought about death and power. They reveal to us what they thought happened afterward. This tomb is like a small piece of a much bigger spiritual puzzle. It makes us wonder about how all the tombs and pyramids around Giza might have been connected together in a kind of spiritual network. Now, let's move to another very interesting place, the Pyramid of Unas. This pyramid was built during Egypt's 5th dynasty. At first, it might not look as amazing as the Great Pyramid because from the outside it looks small and a bit worn out. But the inside is really amazing and special. Inside this pyramid, there are some of the oldest known religious writings in the world. These writings are called pyramid texts. They were carved on the walls of the burial chamber. There are more than 283 spells and magic words. These words were supposed to help the dead king, Unas, get to the afterlife safely. The walls are covered with hieroglyphs, and they are painted in a magical shade of blue. These spells were not just to guide Unas, they were also to protect him during his dangerous journey through the underworld. When you walk inside this pyramid, you can feel something special. You can feel the power of the words on the walls. Each spell was like a key that opened doors in the afterlife. The pyramid also has a long walkway that shows scenes from Unas' life. One important scene shows his army winning a battle against Bedouin tribes. Another scene shows people who look very thin and weak, maybe because of famine. This might show a disaster, or it might show how much power the king had over life and death. The deeper you go into the pyramid, the more questions you get. What else could these old spells be hiding? What do these scenes really mean? Keep watching to find out more details. Sacred secrets in Abu Rawash and Saqqara. There is a location known as Abu Rawash a little further north. The history of this place is quite mysterious. Abu Rawash has a significant mystery, but it is not as well known as Giza. A monarch by the name of Jedefra began construction on this pyramid. The renowned pharaoh Khufu, who constructed the Great Pyramid, was his father. Jedefra decided to construct his pyramid on a high rocky location. He desired for it to be situated above the other pyramids. Perhaps he aimed to make his pyramid appear larger or more formidable than his father's. We can tell they took their time on this project because the stones used here were carefully shaped and positioned. Then something occurred. Historians think the pyramid was left unfinished. Maybe Jedefra died suddenly. Or maybe something else happened that made the workers stop. Today, the pyramid at Abu Rawash looks very broken. There is not much left of the first design. People wonder if it was meant to be bigger than the Great Pyramid or if some trouble stopped the work. We still do not really know. This mystery keeps experts interested even today. There is also something found in Saqqara. Saqqara is a huge burial place not too far from Cairo. Many important people were buried there long ago. Recently, archaeologists found something very surprising: 2 very complete mummification workshops. These workshops were hidden for a very long time. When they were found, they amazed people everywhere. These workshops show us not just how Egyptians prepared bodies after death but also how much they cared about making sure people could live forever in the afterlife. These workshops teach us a lot about the rituals and beliefs of the time. They show us that death was not seen as the end for Egyptians. Instead, it was a new trip that needed careful steps and very special actions. The tools and rooms in these workshops show just how important mummification was. It was not only about keeping the body safe. It was also about helping the soul travel safely to another world. When you think about all these places together, the tomb of Perneb, the pyramid of Unas, the unfinished pyramid at Abu Rawash, and the workshops at Saqqara, they give us a big and rich picture of ancient Egypt. They show us that these people did not just build big stones and statues. They were very spiritual, and they believed strongly in life after death. They mixed power, religion, art, and magic all in a way that still amazes us today. Even after so many years, there is still so much to learn. These places hold many secrets. Each new discovery makes us ask more questions and look for more answers. Maybe one day we will understand all their secrets, but for now, they keep us wondering and dreaming about this amazing old world. Could the ancient builders of Egypt have hidden advanced knowledge right before our eyes, and if so, what secrets might the Great Pyramid still be keeping from us today? Let's delve deeper.